Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play action. Dempsey. Right away, he lost the football. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
14-yard pickup.
On third down, Dempsey. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
They're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. This will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
10-10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Gilmore. Complete. It's Norman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Throwing on first down. Gilmore. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
38, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great left.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss.
And it's third down.
To throw on third down, Dempsey, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
And the Titans first down.
Operating from the gun, Dempsey. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
of 8 yards.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And you think there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, Dempsey, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
At their own 7.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Gilmore. He'll buy some time right. Right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Raiders 6, Titans nothing.
On 1st down, Gilmore. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
To throw on 2nd down. Dempsey throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cruz. And all the way down to the 37. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dempsey caught. It's Cruz left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The 27-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Dempsey looking middle, and it's incomplete. The offense offense on third down tonight? Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Hill brought him down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dempsey, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Dempsey, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Raiders pick it up, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Recovering by the defense.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
28-yard line.
Back to throw. Gilmore. It's the right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Stop short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
He was tackled.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
The kicker on for the
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
6 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dempsey. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. That left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 16.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the gun, Dempsey. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Dempsey. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Complete to John Ross.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, Dempsey. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down, Dempsey. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd down, Dempsey. This will be caught at about the 6.
Dempsey's pass.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 40, 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before break. Gilmore. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Titans, nothing.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deep into the 2nd level.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down.
Looking to throw. Dempsey's got Hooper on the short connection. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Off play action. Dempsey. And the Raiders have got him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Gilmore. Looking left side. He's got it complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. Taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes just all that puts on.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 4 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on second down. Dempsey, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
A loss of 9 yards.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on second down. Dempsey. The pressure gets to him again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. On now is the Titans punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the silver and black continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A throw left side to start out, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Dempsey got a man open. It's Ross. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Dempsey trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing on first down. Gilmore steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Titans first down.
Operating from the gun, Dempsey. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the gun, Dempsey. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Dempsey's pass.
A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Second and 1. At the
looking to throw on second down. Dempsey. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brings up third and inches.
Operating from the gun, Dempsey. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Right, and that's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
It's going to be caught. Into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag there.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on second down, Dempsey. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
From the gun, Dempsey. Open man is lost, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd and 2, Dempsey. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Feel good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg. Looking to throw on second down. Dempsey, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
To go.
Operating from the gun, Dempsey, and this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've been.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
On first down, Dempsey. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Gilmore. Man, and he hits him in stride. The 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all.
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.